Hello, here's a quickie this morning. And I was interested in the story that Priti Patel is condemning the activists for Insulate Britain as selfish. Now, I must say, there are elements of these guerrilla tactics which are being used to block the motorways, which I disapprove of quite wholeheartedly, because in the end, they are putting people's lives in danger. I'm not thinking so much about the security services, the police and so on. I'm thinking particularly of ambulances and of people trying to get to hospital and of people with urgent need to use the roads which were blocked. So from that point of view, I am inclined to agree to a certain extent with what Priti Patel says, but she's the wrong person to say it. That's the point. Because, oh my goodness, how on earth could we take it seriously when Priti Patel, this woman who is a law unto herself, this woman who doesn't bat an eyelid before she breaks the ministerial code, who has a reputation, founded or ill-founded, it certainly seems that it hasn't entirely been disproven, for bullying, all of these things are actions of selfishness. So I don't see how somebody who has who has allegations of selfishness levelled against her by her own side can possibly wag the finger at people elsewhere and say you're being selfish and we won't tolerate it. This is a little bit like Boris giving marriage guidance. It just isn't credible. Or Matt Hancock giving advice on how to build a stationery cupboard. These things, in the end, we don't believe what these people say. And this is a really good demonstration of why Priti Patel should have been axed in the recent cabinet reshuffle, because she is not credible. Because she has too many skeletons in her cupboard, and that means that people will not take her seriously. We need a Home Secretary, we need a Foreign Secretary, we need a Prime Minister who are respected. Now, I am pleased that the new Foreign Secretary is somebody who I think can do business. And I am pleased that Boris is beginning to get his act together. I'm also pleased to see somebody in the culture, the media, culture, sport and whatever, ridiculous acronym of a ministry. I'm pleased to see somebody who's written a novel. I don't know whether it was very good. I'm also pleased to see that this was somebody who was on a reality TV. So I would expect her to be a voice for improving that industry, because she's been involved in it. And she paid quite a high price. She was thrown out of the party for a period of time for being involved in reality TV. That's Nadine Dorries. In fact, I wrote to her yesterday, so I am looking forward to a response from her. And I'll tell you more about that later, I think. Boris, I think, is beginning to get his act together, but I have no idea why he leaves Priti Patel in office, because she is a jumble of chaos. And she doesn't do what she says she's going to do, even if we thought that was good. It's all wind and all words, and it's not believable. We need somebody who's believable running the Home Office. I don't know whether anybody's tried to get a passport recently or tried to apply for citizenship. How can you apply for citizenship of this country? I don't understand this. How can you apply for citizenship of the UK when anybody who is born here is not a citizen but is a subject of Her Majesty the Queen? I don't get that. I don't get the nomenclature there. There's a problem. But anyway, we can fix some problems. And Priti Patel is a problem that we can certainly fix. We can fix it by throwing her out of office. I think we need to encourage Boris to be more decisive. Have fun. Do follow the channel and do ring the bell. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.